Hi, hello everyone. My name is Jeremy Agan Kweme, third year BS Ed Mathematics. So today, in this video, I am having now my first teaching actual demonstration. And I have with me my semi-detailed lesson plan which is all about the triangle congruence. And now let's move on to my actual teaching demonstration. May I request everyone to stand up? Also, De La Cruz, please lead us the prayer. Amen. Happy Friday, everyone! So, before you sit down, please pick all the pieces of paper on the floor and put it in a proper bin. Also, arrange your chair in a proper way. And also a reminder, during answering the question, please wait your name to be called. And also, during our activity or even group or even individual activities, please do cooperate. And last, when someone is talking, please don't talk. Okay? Learn to listen. Okay. Okay, please sit down. Mrs. Gomez, have you done check the attendance? Who's absent? Oh, again, Mr. Hamero. So, now, but first is Mr. De La Cruz, may you collect all the assignments of your classmate and put it on my desk. Now, let's move on to a short review. What was our lesson last meeting? Anyone? Yes, Miss Hamero. Very good. Now, what is inductive and deductive reasoning? Yes, Coronado? Very good. Now, let's have at least a short motivation activity. So I have with me some shapes and I want you all to guess what kind of shape it is. I want you to guess what shape it is. So let's go to the first shape. What shape it is? Anyone, what shape it is? Yes, Mr. Pedro. Very good. Square. Very good. How about this shape? What shape it is? Anyone? Oh, Mr. Pedro na lang lagi. Anyone? Yes, at the back. What's your last name? Oh, Mr. Ampolito. Yes, what shape it is? Circle. Very good. Circle. And how about this one? The last one. What shape it is? Yes, Mr. Rubia. Triangle. Very good. Now, let's move on to our topic. So, our topic for today is all about the triangle congruence. But before we continue to discuss, help me to introduce our main objectives. So, may I request Mr. Pedro to read our main objectives? Okay, thank you. So, before we continue to discuss, let's have some activity. So, you all know that our topic for today is all about triangle congruence. So, yes, we all know about the triangle. Triangle have 3 sides and 3 angles. But, alam nyo ba that triangles have different types? So, do you know some types of triangle? So, let's find out what are the different types. I have here some types of triangle. So, I want you all guess what types of triangle it is. So, this one, what types of triangle it is? This one, what types of triangle it is? Yes, Mr. Gomez. Right triangle, very good, right triangle. How about this one? What types of triangle it is? Yes, Mr. Pedro at the back. Isosceles triangle, very good. And last one, how about this triangle? How about this triangle? Yes, Mr. Cartier? Obtuse triangle? No. No, anyone? Who can guess what types of triangle it is? Yes, Mr. Pedro at the back. Equilateral triangle. Very good. So now, let's move on to our... So, wait. So, let's move on to a short analysis. So, based on our short activity, based on my given task or activity, based on your observation. So, what is the difference between the three triangles, which is the right triangle, isosceles triangle, and equilateral triangle? Anyone? Yes, yes, yes. Mr. Gomez at the back. Very good. How? Anyone? Another idea. What is the difference between the three triangles? Yes, De La Cruz. Very good. So, for a second question is, do you think that those three triangles have the same sides? Also the same angles? Yes, anyone? Do you think that the three triangles have the same sides and angle? Yes, Mr. Gomez. Very good. So class, do you think our topic for today is difficult? Let's move on to our discussion. So now let's move on to our discussion, which is all about the triangle congruence. So first is, let's identify what is triangle congruence. So I have there the definition of the triangle congruence. So triangle congruence, it is two-dimensional figure with three sides, three angles, and three vertices. Yes, kasi nga, di ba, di naman natin pwedeng sabihin that the triangle have four sides, four angles, because what I mean is because triangle have only three sides, three angles, and also three vertices. How we know that triangle have three sides? So let me show you where's the sides of a triangle. So I have here the picture of a triangle. We all know that triangle have only three sides because this one is considered as one side. This one side, two side, and the lower part is the three side. And also we can consider that triangle have only three angles. The angle 1, angle 2, and angle 3. Also, we can consider the triangle have only three vertices. We can find the vertices only the point where the side starts here. The vertex, or we should consider as vertex. The vertex 1, the vertex 2, then the vertex 3. So for another definition of triangle congruence is, triangle congruence have two or more triangles are said to be congruent if their corresponding sides or angle are the same. Yes, we can consider that two triangles are congruent if they have the same sides and also the same sides and angle. So we can consider like the one right triangle and also white triangle. So they can consider as triangle congruence. We cannot consider that one right triangle and one equilateral triangle because they have the same sides, they have the same vertices, but they don't have the same angles. Yes. And let's move on to the last definition of triangle congruence. So congruent triangles have the same shape and dimension. Yes, that is one of the what I mean is the point here. So we can consider the triangle are congruent if they have the same shape. Triangle congruent. So di naman natin pwedeng masabi na ang triangle is congruent to square or a triangle is congruent to circle. Di ba? Di natin sila pwedeng i-consider because triangle is only congruent to also the same triangle. So triangle are congruent. Two triangle are said to be congruent. And also I have there the four criteria to know or to find the triangle congruent. So I have here the SSS or the side triangle postulate, or the AAS or the angle side congruence postulate, and also the ASA angle side angle congruence postulate, and the last one is the SAS or the side angle side congruence postulate. But now, for our discussion or our topic, we're now focusing only in one congruence postulate, which is the SAS or the side angle side congruence postulate. And now, let's find out what is side angle side congruence postulate. So, I have here the definition. So, if the two sides and an included angle of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding two sides and the included angle of another triangle, then the triangle are congruent. So dito na part, we can consider that SAS or side angle side congruent postulate that the triangle are SAS congruence postulate. So first is, for example, that we can consider only two sides. So dapat the two triangle have the same two sides and also one angle. So we can consider that right triangle is congruent to obtuse triangle, or right triangle or are congruent to equilateral triangle if they have the same sides, at least two sides, and also one angle. Am I understood? Am I still with you? Okay. And now let's have here some sign that we should consider. Please take down on your notes the different sign or different symbols. Here, the first symbol, which is the symbol for congruency. This one. And this one is the symbol for triangle. And this one is the symbol for angle. Okay? So, do you have any question? Do you have any question about the side angle side congruence postulate? None? How about the triangle congruence? Do you have any question? None. So, now let's move on to our activity. So, I want you all to get 1/4 sheet of paper and please answer this activity. I have here the direction. Complete the congruent statement using the SAS or the side angle side congruence postulate. So, number 1 is the triangle BIG is congruent to triangle blank. So, this two triangle is your bases. So, dito lang kayo. This is your two triangle bases. This one. So, for the number 2 is the triangle GEN is congruent to triangle blank. So, this triangle, or we can consider this as right triangle. Two right triangle. Two right triangle is your basis for the question number 2. I'll give you at least 5 minutes. Time is up! So, time is up. Please exchange your... Please... Please exchange your paper to your seatmate and let's check your activity. So for the question number 1, triangle BIG is congruent to triangle. Anyone who can answer the question number 1? Yes, Mr. Gomez. Very good. Triangle GER. For number 2, wait, who's got correct answer? Who's got correct answer for the number 1? Wow, very good, very good. Let's give them a round of applause. Very good, very good. And now let's move on to our question number 2. Triangle GEN is congruent to triangle blank. Anyone? Yes, Mr. Coronado. Yes, what is the answer? Very good. GET. Triangle GET is congruent to triangle GAN. Okay. We're done with our activity. So now let's have some short reflection about our discussion or about topics. So I have here some question. So anyone who can give their opinion or something knowledge about our topic for today, our discussion for today. So first question is, what is the importance of knowing side angle side congruence postulate? Anyone who can give their information or their idea? What is the importance of knowing how to get side angle side congruence postulate? Yes, Mr. Pedro. Very good. Anyone who can give their answer? Anyone? Yes, Miss Bakar. Very good. Now for the second question is, how do you know if the angles are congruent? In a triangle, how do you know if the angles are congruent? Anyone? Anyone? Yes, Mr. Yes, what's the answer? Mr. Bitoya, yes. Very good. Another insight here. Yes, Mr. Emehas. Yes, Mr. Emehas. Very good. Yes, that's my boy. So, for our last question is, do you have any way to get the side angle side congruence postulate? Do you have your own solving or your own solution how to get side angle side congruence postulate? Anyone who can show to us? Anyone? Yes, Mr. Gomez. Show. Yes, do you have your own? Can you show us to us? Can you show us your own solution how to get side angle side congruence postulate? So come here to the board. Show it to us. Wow. Okay, thank you. You may now go back to your seat. Please, let's give them a round of applause for ourselves and also for ourselves. So, for our generalization question. So, I have here one question. What have you learned in today's discussion? Anyone? What have you learned in today's discussion? Yes, can you give us your insight? Mr. De La Cruz. Okay, thank you. Very good. Anyone who can give their insight about our discussion today? Yes, Mr. Rubia. Very good. So now, that's all for today about our discussion. So I have some agreement. So I want you all to advance study about the problem. I want you all to advance study about the problems involving parallelograms. So that's our topic for next discussion. So I want you all to advance study. So that's all for today. So thank you everyone for listening and have a nice day. Goodbye.